Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive. So, yesterday, Wednesday, July 23rd, 2025. Wow, what a packed day of baseball.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we saw pretty much everything unfold on the diamond. Really dominant pitching, some offenses just exploding, and, well, quite a few nail-biting finishes, too.
Yeah, Jilly.
So our goal today is really to unpack all those results, get into the stories that popped up, we're drawing from our usual sources like welcome to today.pdf.
It really was one of those days that just perfectly captures what Major League Baseball is all about, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You have the results you might expect, sure, but then those sudden dramatic turns that just, well, they keep you hooked.
Exactly.
It gave us such a clear snapshot of, where teams are right now, some incredible individual moments, and just how tough that 162-game grind really is.
Yeah.
It felt like almost like the whole season packed into just one day.
Okay, let's unpack this then.
Yeah.
But because, despite all the talk about home runs and big hits we usually hear, pitching seemed, I don't know, particularly impactful yesterday, didn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It really did. You look at how dominant arms were dictating the flow in so many games.
Right.
I mean, the profound impact of pitching. That's a huge takeaway from the day.
So what are some examples?
Well, think about the Seattle Mariners shutting down the Milwaukee Brewers in that 1-0 game. A real nail biter.
Wow. One.
Yeah, just a testament to excellent pitching and solid defense behind it.
And the Giants. Blank in the Braves.
That was stunning. The San Francisco Giants winning 9-0 against that powerful Atlanta lineup, that's a rare feat, a really emphatic statement.
How did they pull that off?
Well, these kinds of performances, they're such a potent reminder, right? Even now in this era, we often think is defined by offense, a really well-executed pitching plan, maybe some individual brilliance on the mound.
Yeah.
It can just completely neutralize the best lineups.
Mm-hmm.
Their starter was just painting the corners, keeping hitters off balance. It's that chess match, the one that unfolds between the pitcher and the batter. It shows pitching can still dominate.
Okay. But here's where it gets really interesting. Because on the flip side, when the bats did come alive, man, they came alive with a vengeance. What kind of fireworks did we see?
Hey, yeah, the contrast was pretty striking. Even after those super low-scoring games, you saw the sheer explosive potential of these MLB offenses. It was definitely on full display.
Like what?
Well, take the Minnesota Twins. They had that 10-run outburst in their 10-7 win against the Dodgers.
10 runs.
Yeah, demonstrating their offensive firepower. It wasn't just piling up runs either. They strung together like 5 straight hits in one inning. Really showed they can hit for average in power.
And the Giants again, after the shutout.
Right. The San Francisco Giants, after that amazing 9-0 pitching performance, they turn around and win 9-3 against the Braves.
Yeah.
So consistently high scoring there.
Shows they can do both.
Exactly. And then the Milwaukee Brewers, remember they lost that tight 1-0 game?
Yeah.
Well, they came back and just exploded for a 10-2 victory over Seattle in the next one. Just shows their offensive power when it clicks.
So it wasn't just about the runs then.
No, not just accumulating runs. These games were about big momentum shifts, clutch hitting when it mattered, and, teams really punishing any little mistake the other side made. Sort of a celebration of aggressive base running, those well-placed line drives,
Yeah.
and just, well, the sheer fun of seeing the scoreboard light up.
So stepping back a bit, what does all this mean for the broader competitive landscape? Who really showed their true colors yesterday?
Yeah, it definitely gave us some interesting insights into where teams stand. You certainly saw contenders reinforcing their status.
Like who?
Well, the Cleveland Guardians, for instance, they had a real statement win over the Baltimore Orioles, 6-3.
Okay.
Boost their standing, showed a really well-rounded performance. Starter went deep, lineup capitalized, that kind of thing.
Solid win?
Very solid. Then, the New York Yankees, they held off the Toronto Blue Jays, 5-4. Thriller.
Always a good matchup.
Always. They often lean on that power offense and, well, definitely tested their bullpen too. And the Houston Astros.
Yeah.
They swept their doubleheader against the Diamondbacks, 3-1 and 4-3. Just classic Astros wins, really. Strong pitching, timely hitting.
Just finding ways to win.
Exactly. And the Texas Rangers cruised past the Oakland Athletics, 6-2, pretty much leveraging their, superior lineup and pitching depth there.
So the contenders look like contenders. What about the other end?
Yeah, on the flip side, you definitely saw the challenges for teams that are rebuilding.
Like Detroit.
Yeah, the Detroit Tigers losing both games of their doubleheader to the Pittsburgh Pirates, 8-5 and 6-1. That adds to their woes, unfortunately.
Tough stretch.
It is. And, for rebuilding teams, every loss, even one you might sort of expect, just chips away at morale.
True.
And the Oakland Athletics, too, they're clearly navigating a challenging rebuild. That 6-2 loss to the Rangers was probably largely anticipated given where the teams are.
Right.
So these results, they really show that while the contenders execute, they know their strengths. For the rebuilding teams, it's just this constant grind.
We saw a lot of doubleheaders yesterday, and those aren't just, extra games on the schedule. They really test a team's stamina, mentally and physically. What do those Twin Bills tell us about resilience?
Oh, they offered a really fascinating look into team adaptability, fortitude. Like you said, it's a great test.
Any examples stand out?
Definitely. Look at the Kansas City Royals splitting with the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs shut them out 6-0 in Game 1. Dominant.
Ouch.
Yeah. But then the Royals bounced right back, exploded offensively for an 8-4 win in Game 2.
Wow. Quite a turnaround.
It really speaks to their mental fortitude, maybe some depth they have, the ability to just regroup like that. Impressive.
And the Brewers-Mariners split, too.
Yep, similar story there. Milwaukee loses that 1-0 heartbreaker, then rebounds with that 10-2 vengeance win we talked about.
Right.
It just shows even strong teams can have an off day at the plate, completely shut down, and then just flip a switch and rebound.
Yep.
And the Minnesota Twins and LA Dodgers splitting theirs. Twins win 10-7, then the Dodgers take the next one 4-3. It really highlights the parity, the constant adjustments you need in this league.
So bouncing back like that isn't easy.
Not at all. To get, utterly beaten in one game and then rally like that, it takes a tremendous amount of mental toughness, effective adjustments for the coaches, from the players. These splits, they often leave both teams with, mixed emotions. A bit of satisfaction from the win, but also some stuff to think about from the loss. Kind of bittersweet.
Okay, so beyond those big themes, pitching, offense, team dynamics, the doubleheader resilience, what other maybe surprising turns or just consistent performances caught our eye yesterday? Any other narratives worth mentioning?
Yeah, there were definitely a few other compelling storylines out there.
Like what?
Well, the Miami Marlins getting 2 wins over the San Diego Padres. Hard-fought wins, 4-3 and 3-2.
Close games.
Exactly. That demonstrates their ability to win those tight ones, Hints maybe at a potential surge, winning with grit.
Interesting. Anyone else?
The New York Mets kind of mirrored that, actually. 2 wins against the Los Angeles Angels, 3-2 and 6-3. Again, underscores their resilience, performing under pressure.
Okay.
And the Colorado Rockies had a really strong showing against the St. Louis Cardinals. Won 8-4 and then 6-0.
At Coors Field.
Yep. Capitalizing on playing at home. Gave them a much-needed morale boost, I'd imagine.
Always helps playing there.
For sure. Oh, and the Pittsburgh Pirates sweeping their doubleheader against Detroit 8-5 and 6-1. That's a major boost for Pittsburgh. Lets them gain some ground, build some confidence.
Good day for the Pirates, then.
Definitely. And, well, we mentioned it, but that Yankees holding off the Blue Jays 5-4, that rivalry just, it never seems to disappoint, does it?
Never does. Wow. So what an incredible day of baseball, really. It just hammered home that idea, that no 2 games are ever really alike. You get the pitching gems, you get the offensive explosions, contenders looking strong, others fighting hard. It's all there.
Absolutely. It's much more than just, another Wednesday on the schedule. It really confirmed that even deep into this long season, every single game matters. Every play counts. And the diamond, well, it just keeps delivering that compelling drama.
So as we look ahead, what storylines do you think carry over from yesterday? Like, can the Marlins keep winning those close ones?
That's a great question.
Will the Braves shake off those pretty uncharacteristic losses? And how are the Yankees and Blue Jays going to clash next time?
Yeah, lots to watch.
Yesterday definitely leaves us eager for what today's games will bring, ready to dissect, every pitch, every hit, every win.